everything's gonna be fine.
My name is V. I am an app designed to be your virtual guide.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy OJ back with another video. Today's video is about Skate, also known as Skate 4. And in today's video, I'll be discussing both the good and bad about the new game's release, basically just sharing my initial thoughts as the game is still in early access. First, let me give y'all some insight about my experiences within the Skate series. I started off playing Skate 2 on the Xbox 360, and honestly, it was the first skating game where I was drawn in and intrigued, mainly because of the realism. Prior to Skate 2, I did play Tony Hawk's Proving Ground on the Wii, but Skate just immersed me into a whole new realm. I mean, this series had me and everyone else from my old neighborhood literally outside buttering up sticks trying to figure out how to pull off a grind. And believe it or not, Skate 2 actually allowed me to land my first kickflip because I was able to see and visualize the physics behind it, where I had no luck on YouTube tutorials. My point here is there was a level of realism that the Skate series had where other games could just not compare, but unfortunately that is not the same for Skate 4. And keep in mind, this video is not a rant about Skate 4. There are some positives about the game. However, when I first got onto it, I honestly thought it was some Fortnite expansion pack. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the way the world and the environment of Skate 4 looks. It's very nice, but the character models, they kind of look like Disney cartoons if I were to describe it. Not to mention how you can just kind of continuously roll and build momentum to ridiculous speeds. But I feel like that aspect is kind of good because skate games are known to have a certain level of goofy components, and that kind of adds to the culture. While we're on the topic of culture, I do want to point out that I love all the clothing options that seem like are about to be available in Skate 4. Unfortunately, there is a downside. The majority of the appealing clothing items that you would want to buy are going to require you to pay real money for the in-game currency in order to unlock those clothing items. But honestly, I'm not really upset at EA for pulling this move because when you look at other successful titles like Call of Duty or Fortnite, they have the season passes implemented, which allow you to unlock new items over time, which can be very beneficial to the game. Plus, you can still build up your points through story progression and unlock new clothing items that route as well. However, I am a little upset at EA for leaving out game modes that were previously in Skates 1 through 3. For example, the horse game mode where you would spell skate instead of horse, the racing activities, photo challenges, and the lack of tattoos. Now, I'm still open to thinking that these things were not given to us or we haven't seen them yet because at the end of the day, the game is still early access. But EA, if you are listening, please bring these things back because a lot of people would enjoy seeing it. Next, I'll be discussing the storylines a little bit. So I definitely miss when Skate included real professional skaters that you could interact with and play as. In early access, they only have a handful of characters that you are introduced to, and you aren't even really introduced to them. It's kind of just like them talking in your ear and guiding you through whatever it is that you're completing. However, of that handful of people, they did include Slappy as well as Shingo in Skate 4, and that does bring a bit of nostalgia from back in the day. Another thing is Skate 3 literally had a whole team creation campaign where you would have to manage your own skating team and essentially progress your brand from the ground up, where Skate 4 doesn't have any of that. The campaign is basically just a bunch of meaningless mini games to unlock new areas. Now getting on to the physics, they have definitely seemed to make a pretty big improvement from the previous releases. I would definitely hope so after I don't know how many years. And don't get me wrong, skating around San Amsterdam is pretty fun and definitely enjoyable, but the game just lacks that comfort component that we're used to seeing from the previous titles. So to sum things up, I strongly recommend that you do give the new Skate a chance if you haven't already, because I personally enjoyed it and I can definitely see a lot of potential for improvement moving forward into the finalized version. My main thing is that I hope EA takes all this consumer feedback that they're receiving right now very seriously. That way we can see a lot of changes in the near future. But if you had a chance to check out the newest Skate release, go ahead and let me know what your initial impressions of it were in the comments. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Y'all take it easy. Peace.